Hey guys, this is Crypt, the game that I'd like to show off for this week, and I think it's one of those roguelikes, and it's very much a procedural generation roguelike-ish type of shooter, and it's one of those. It's very easy to be put off by the graphics in this game because ultimately it looks fairly lazy, looks fairly Minecrafty, but it's really the gameplay that really got me sucked into this game. So basically, you play like an adventurer, and you basically go through like a procedural kind of like a environment where you sort of just obviously you battle guys like these, and you collect coins and you battle with coins, which is relatively interesting, but don't think it's particularly all that new of a concept. But I wouldn't know any other games off the top of my head that actually sort of involve battling with coins as well. So you can kind of just see what's going on in the way that I'm just playing the game at the moment. So there's like a chest here where I can collect different types of coins, and each of these coins have like a whole bunch of 8% damage. You know what? I would love more damage. Yeah, so there's a bunch of coins that you can actually see. So it's like, and then you draw a bunch of coins, and then it's like you can hit. So obviously it kills HP, and then you can hit him. You can do that again as well, and then you should probably hit. Oh, shield. That means it's obviously kind of a shield that you can use to sort of just block enemy damage from coming in. So it's like obviously blocks up the core damage and that sort of thing. And of course, when you kill monsters, you obviously which one do I want? I want this. Alright, let's get some more damage coins. Alright, excellent. Ooh, alright, there's an area up there, so I'm just gonna be looking around, poking at different trees until I can find it. So, yeah, there's just that, but then there's also a whole bunch of other mechanics around to sort of just circulate around that kind of thing. So, and it's actually got a fairly in-depth gameplay, if you ask me. So, and I feel a bit embarrassed admitting that because it is definitely not one of those things that you would think or just see from this type of game. So, yeah, after a while, playing it, and I've sort of just come to enjoy it. And there's sort of statues like these that when you actually donate, one thing you might have noticed is that in the bottom right corner, each coin actually also has a monetary value, which you can also use them to actually buy stuff from shops, which will hopefully come. Ooh, that's a big guy there. Which we can use to buy stuff from shops, and of course we can also use coins to donate to people as well. So just wanted to double check something. Oh, that's right, because I just wanted to check what I was wondering why we got plus 8% damage. So that's why I'm getting a bit more damage from my attack coins. So this definitely makes things a little more interesting, makes things a bit more fun, adds a lot of variety to the environment. So one thing you will see is that you've noticed already is that when I win a battle, I obviously get all the coins that my enemy had before. So alright, so let's see. So blessings are kind of just like very passive. They're kind of like passive. Ooh, this is permanent. Still on hit status. Take minus 50% loot from enemies. Let's go with that one. So that basically just means that when I hit him, I steal a coin as well. So that's one of those relatively interesting mechanics that you can definitely use to play around with. So I'll just drop a coin, and the other way you can actually force your opponents to lose is to actually make them run out of coins. So that's why there's sort of a mechanism that you can actually let's redraw that. No, redraw. Alright, let's beat him up a bit. Alright, there we go. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Alright. And the other way you can lose, you and or your opponent can lose, is that they can run out of coins. So that's why some characters, which I'll get to later, some characters you might actually want to focus on using steel coins such as these ones, which I'm actually going to use right now. And then there's also coins that forces your enemy to drop a coin. So those are other options. But for now, since I'm sort of just using a very general kind of adventure, just focusing on damage. But right now I'm buying something for the shop. So I want if you look in the bottom left, it says the item cost is 155. So, and as I said before, each coin has a monetary value, and that we can basically just sort of stack them up to buy stuff with. So I'm sort of okay. I don't want to hurt too myself. I've got a few too many, so let's buy this item, and we've got plus 20% damage, which is quite nice. So damage plus 20%, permanent still on hit status. I like to think I'm actually doing pretty well for myself. So don't think there's really much to do at the moment now, but so yeah, but otherwise this is the shop where obviously you kind of just see one on every floor and there's things happening. There's also a couple of secrets, like you can see this little basement thingy down here that obviously means we'll kind of just go to a different area. So nevertheless, we'll continue moving on, and I'll probably just play another floor or two before I show you some other things. So we're seeing the shop already, but see, if I look at all these items, they're quite a bit expensive. But I've only got I've only got 185 worth of coins, which sort of just implies that I probably don't have enough coins to really. Oh wow, 4 damage became 7. That means I'm having a really nice damage boost. And then, okay, so these statues, so basically they're like, if you donate stuff to them, then they will give you benefits. So, the magic number, to the best of my knowledge, is 60. So, let's just want to try and donate 60 coins to them. So, alright, 60, and then you say, you feel as though your fortune has changed, and then we'll see the benefit come back later in futures. So, as usual in all the, you know, the typical roguelike-ish kind of games, it's kind of just like, well, you know, we're gonna go through a bunch of different levels, different stages, and do a bunch of fight a whole bunch of different guys, and then of course there'll be occasionally the interesting monster and that sort of thing. So alright, doing a lot of damage there. Now this is one of the special bosses, so we might as well fight him right now. So he's got a thorns effect that is hit one when hurt. So definitely if I pelt him too much, then obviously he's gonna hit me when I hit him, and of course he's got some regeneration now, which is actually quite annoying. Now, one of the things about the combat is that you see that I'm sort of making decisions very quickly, and that's mainly because that's also mainly because if everything's on a timer. If I wait, then you see his timer's going out. So there's obviously an element of decision making that needs to sort of be done in that aspect. So, oh, I just won with 1 HP and got a gold band, which gets me 2 maximum HP. That's always really nice. So we use the key to unlock that, and I will get some more coins. I would definitely take regeneration and a hit 3 and a heal 2. Those are really good coins in my opinion. So, oh, that's a mimic. I have to feel like I'm gonna die pretty quickly. No, not yet. So he blocked the steal, which is definitely something some of these enemies have, and that definitely. And now we're sort of in a different area, which means we've got different enemies. So you will definitely need to adjust your strategy then. And of course, there's also a general strategy of the coins fail 40% of the time. That's going to be really annoying. So it's like, will this fail? I wonder. Nope, this one hit him, and he ran out of coins. So he basically died in a metaphorical sense. Wishing fountain. So I won't tell you what it does, but again, if you donate money to it, then if you donate enough money to it, then something happens. So rubber souls run faster. I don't really need that. Magic map, nah. Grip glove, I don't have enough money for it. And so it's kind of like a really management, but also sort of roguelike-ish. You can play it using the keyboard or the controller, although I very much and pretty much recommend using a keyboard for this, because mainly because the problem. Oh, he's putting a bunch of bad coins in my thing, so which is in my bag, which. Copy last year's coin, give 60 to Rebo, get coin fail status. Steal coin, hit 2 to sell. I don't really like that one. Get back the next coin. I don't really have a bunch of good options here. So deity of speed, and then you can see that you can see that you saw that little piece of light that kind of just affected that chest that we'll get back to later. So this is one of those. Oh god. These are not useful. So that's when like when you donate money to the statues, that it will sort of just like pay you back in future. So it's like, okay, you know, we'll get a couple of special coins, or let's see. Yeah, it's basically like we'll get back a bunch of. Oh, there's a big guy. So this is like I suppose like champions in the Binding of Isaac, or I don't know, but they're just basically like souped up versions of the normal kind of monsters that you would tend to see. So alright, I'm gonna die pretty soon because I'm not getting some. Okay. Oh boy, I was killed by a priest in the graveyard. And then basically at the end of every run, you basically have earned some amount of money in the bottom left, which then you can use to just pretty much get new characters. And of course, the one thing I really like about this game is that there's a whole bunch of different characters. So there's a hero, keeps his coins, get less loot, gangster, casters faster, but can't stack coins or redraw. That means you will have noticed that sometimes you can throw more. If you draw more than one type of coin, then you can throw both of them at once. But this guy, basically, he can't throw multiple coins, and then there's just a whole bunch of options right here, which makes actually playing quite fun. So when I play this game, I usually just go to random, and then I just kind of just like play another game. So it's like okay, so I've got this guy, which is -2 maximum HP, 99 stack fighting bonus. Chests drop -15% loot. That means I'm gonna get less loot from chests. HP -2 when more than one coin is recycled, so I lose HP if I recycle a coin. But this 99 stack finding bonus basically means that I will always be drawing stacks. So we'll see this happen. So he's always gonna draw a stack. So and then that basically changes the way you play the game and which coins you pick. So it's definitely fun in the at least for me in the randomization aspect, is that when I randomize my characters, I need to basically sort of figure out the strategy, how differently I want to play each of them. So so for this guy, for example, maybe I want to stack more of the same type of coins so that when I draw stacks, I will definitely get a bit more damage. Or the alternative strategy is that to actually not have too many of any one coin, so that I can draw more different coin types. But of course, this is there's an element of randomness in how you get coins and how you buy, spend, and use your coins. And obviously so it's like here, because I'm forced to draw stacks, that means I'm gonna get like a huge bunch of shields and that sort of thing. So it's definitely one of those things you need to think about when you play the game. So, and that's really what makes Coin Crypt fun for me. Now, in terms of the whole game in general, there's like 4 main areas. So there's like this forest, the graveyard, and then there was the mountain, and then there's a final one with obviously a final boss. But see, like if I throw this with the hit 4 hurt 2 to myself, then that's the problem. So I want to avoid coins like that. And basically I can get rid of the coins I don't want by buying stuff at the shop, or I want to try rage defense. That would be nice. 1 25 50. That's probably a bit much. Let's take 1 coin back. So, and it's almost sort of like a deck building game in which you have to try and actively control what you're using and how you use it and so on. So healing -30%, 33 gold at the battle end. Yeah, we'll definitely get some gold. Okay, that'll be nice. So yeah, I mean, it's a very simple game. You can definitely gameplay learn. I haven't really sort of just counted, but I mean, but you can definitely hold on, what do I want to do? So you can definitely sort of it's like I can just save the game and then just come back to it later, and a win carries me back. Why, thank you. Alright, and then it's like I can just continue. There's also an expansion pack scenes, guys, so you can sort of just go there, and then of course if you want to change characters, you just move up to the top left. So obviously I want to select this, and then of course there's the options, and where the options are fairly minimal. You can do different difficulties, full screen or not, and then music, SFS, and delay that. I mean, it's kind of to be expected from such indie games, so it's not something that really should be too proud of. And then there's also like a daily challenge thing, which I personally haven't done, because it's more like I don't kind of do daily challenge thing because it can be a bit stressful at times, and you know, when you want to play games to relax, you just kind of want to just enjoy the game as it is. So yeah, this is Coin Crypt. Definitely can recommend it. It should be fairly cheap on Steam, so do grab it when it's on sale, or if you just need another relative roguelike-ish procedural generator game with a deep enough strategy, like just to keep yourself interested, but not such that the game actually becomes like, it's not that simple, like because there will be more and more different types of coins when you go deeper, and it basically means that you will need to change up your strategy and how you deal with things. There's also quite a number of secrets in the game as well, which has been quite interesting to sort of just look around and just uncover. So it's definitely not a very shallow game. So yeah, this is Coin Crypt. I can definitely recommend it. It should be fairly cheap on Steam. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.